In this example of classifying cats, I'm going to start off and I'm going to say, let's find out what cats you have. I'm going to be quite specific and I'm going to ask them for predetermined characteristics. This of course will make my life easier as a programmer. Now I'm going to say for character 1, they must type in whether the cat has stripes, spots, short hair or long hair. I have now asked whether the cat is large or small, and they now need to input the second characteristic. Lastly, I have asked for the third characteristic if it's tame or wild. There are different ways of doing this. I'm going to show you two different ways. The first way I'm going to do is I'm going to use an if statement. And what I've said is if character is equal to stripes. I've now used the word and. So what this means is if character 1 is stripes and character 2 is equal to small and character 3 is equal to tame, this means that each of these characteristics have to be correct for this to work. So if all of those criteria are correct, it's going to print you are a tabby cat. In my next line, I have if the character is stripes, which is the same, and the character is large, and character 3 is wild, well, that can't be a tabby cat. Then that has to be a tiger. What you would have to do is for each different cat that you have, you would have to write character 1, character 2, and character 3, and make all of those true to become a certain type of cat. The difference between and or is and means that both characters have to be correct for it to work. If this was an or, that would mean that either the one or the other could be true for this to work. I've run this, and the first one I'm going to say is that I have stripes. The second characteristic is I'm going to say it's small, and I'm now going to say it's tame. And now we have a result of it's a tabby cat because we've met all of those criteria. I have run the program again, and this time I'm going to say it's stripes, it is small, and I'm now going to say it is wild. And now you will notice that nothing happens because we haven't met all three of the different criteria that we need. The second method is perhaps a little bit cleaner. What I'm now going to say is that tabby, character 1 is stripes, character 2 is small, and character 3 will be tame. What I'm now going to say is if all the criteria of tabby are correct, we can then print you have a tabby cat. What you would then do is you would type in all of your different cats and all the different characteristics. Lastly, with an if statement, we could also use else. So if all the criteria aren't matched, then we can say you've got a dog. When we run this, we're now going to say that we have stripes. We can say that it is small and it is tame. If I press enter, I will expect this to say I'm a tabby cat twice. That is because in the code we have two different methods.